you don't have any brakes or what?
I do have brakes.
Okay.
But they don't work as good as yours, obviously.
Oh, Lord.
Alright, so we are headed to the Race Lake Speedway, Race Lake, Wisconsin. It is Memorial Day weekend. And I guess we're going to see how tonight goes. We changed some stuff on the car, and hopefully it's for the better. So I guess it's time to find out.
Marcus and Tim in here flipping tires, changing rims, tires on rims, stuff like that. We got Tim, Marcus, and we've got Izzy with again today too. So she's learning the tool drawer.
It's sitting on top of the toolbox.
Ta-da! There she got it. So you guys didn't talk a lot about. You did make some changes. You did talk with Jake at SSR this week. And about some of the issues that your dad did have with the car and the handling last weekend at Cedar.
It just isn't working the best for him, just because we have different driving styles. And
Is it too, though?
Well, there's
because of, like, he drove a super stock forever and ever, and
yeah, there's different driving styles for
different cars.
Yeah. I've never raced a Super, so I couldn't tell you if my driving style would fit that, and I'm guessing it probably wouldn't, just based on the success that my dad's had in the Super Stock division. But Dad likes a certain feel in the car, and we're just not there. And we pulled the car apart this week and made sure everything was good on it. And as you guys saw in the previous video, we found that the hub was really bad and leaking. The bearing was bad, but it was affecting the brakes because there was a bunch of oil and lube on the brakes, and so what that does with the brakes is it helps turn the car, and even though he doesn't use a lot of brake, that was a problem. So that's one of them. And another thing that we never touched on in the video, as far as like suspension goes, is I made a big mistake personally, and I never normally do this. Normally we replace everything at the beginning of the year, so we start off fresh. But I had checked these springs and they had the same rating, but because we run a certain style of spring in the car, I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but it just had a lot of wear and tear, and it actually collapsed about half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, which that doesn't sound like a big deal, but in terms of springs, that's a huge deal. So it'll be interesting to see if the car's better. I'm guessing it's going to be better, but we just won't know until he goes out there, and we're hoping that we get the ability or the opportunity to go on hot laps tonight, just because we don't really know what this thing's going to do, and we don't really want to have to adjust on it if it's not necessary. But I mean, hey, these guys here, that we might get 10 cars, we might get 25 cars, who knows, but the guys that are here and racing, they're all good. So you can't just go out there and gas. I mean, we can gas, but it might not be the best thing. So I hope that gives you guys some insight on like some of the things that we did this week. And normally someone would say a spring change is no big deal, but it's a big deal when, you know, they're collapsed and they're all wore out and they just don't have, you know, the bounce back or how the ability to keep it on the right front and stuff like that, or stick the right front. And you know, everyone might say it's too tight, and the car's not too tight. I talk to Dad, and the car comes around, turns coming in the corner, it's just right when it starts to turn, it loses the right front. While anybody that sits in the stands would just think, you know, it's a tight race car, and it acts like it, but it's not that. It's just we can't stick the right front hard enough for them, and I really can't put my thumb or my finger on, you know, what's causing it. I can sit here and guess all day long, but I really think that the spring has something to do with that. But like I said, you guys just have to wait for this video to come out to find out if that's truly what it was, and if it was, then shame on me. Shame on me either way. I like I said, we have a lot of money stuck in this team. I have great sponsors that help fund this for us. We have you guys on YouTube that help support us, buying t-shirts and donating stuff to us and stuff like that. Too much money to not change springs. I just cut a corner that I ultimately had to learn from, and I feel bad because it's at the expense of my dad, you know, because everyone's giving them crap. You're like, oh, he's washed up, he can't drive. That's not it. I mean, if you guys sit there and watch the videos, he enters harder than anyone else does on the track. wreck. So if you had lost the ability to drive, truly that's, you know, he wouldn't be able to drive in the corner. So, you know, it is what it is, and I'm sorry to Dad. I apologize, but the only thing we can do is change the future and the present. We can't change the past. So, and this kind of goes hand in hand with that whole challenge deal that we all talked about in the last video. You know, you have to own up to your mistakes and rise to be a better person. And tonight's gonna be really hard and challenging for me, just because I'm so competitive here. I hate losing. I don't like being told what to do, and I'm in this element of, you know, we're here to win, because that's what we're here to do, is here to win, and we're get a top 5 finish and be competitive.
Okay, so we're after the heat race here. Tim finished 5th, but clearly there's some issues with the car now.
No, it's not issues. It's just we gotta do fine tuning. Dad said the car felt. You said it felt a lot better.
It felt better, but still loses the front end.
So I'm staying in turns 3 and 4 in the middle of the corner. Car comes in and rotates, but the problem with it is, as soon as it starts to rotate and gets on the right front really hard, he bottoms out. The frame rail hits the ground, so what that means, it unloads the right front, shoves the left front, or the right front, and we're basically not planting that tire anymore. So it loses all the weight and it shoves the nose. But when you can tell, when he goes in the middle, he goes in the bottom, he doesn't have that problem. Unless he hits, there's a little bit of hole there in 1 and 2 when you hit that.
Well, I slowed down a little bit. I started slowing down a little bit, and I was jabbing the brakes coming in.
You did look like you got faster as the race went on.
He would have been fine, but he just would bottom out the right front. I was staying in that corner, and it was so bad. It would hit and it would throw dirt every time.
Well, that makes me feel better.
So when it's doing that,
if we can keep
you don't stand a chance.
If we can get it to not do that, the car's pretty good. I mean, don't you think?
Yeah, it was like once you figure out how to not get it to bottom out, so by changing your line, it was fine.
I mean, I was keeping up with the rest of the day.
Yeah, take that camera when we're done, go look on the right side frame rail, knock the dirt off the right side frame rail by the right front. I painted that black before we got here, and it is no longer black. It's like shiny.
And you paint it black so you can tell if it's hitting, right?
Yeah, I do that on purpose to see. I mean, it's okay. okay if it skims it, but I mean, he was burying it. So, and every time he would do it, it would be consistent. He'd hit it and go like that. So that's what happens. Bottoming out, goes in the right front. And when he does that, he has to get off the gas, and he's already screwed. So, and this is momentum deal here.
Yeah. Okay, why don't you show me the right front?
Okay. There's dirt on it. See?
Yep.
They're all the way up there.
So you can tell it's hitting and digging
You
in.
can tell right there, I painted all that. So, we tried some different things with the car, and we didn't know what it was going to do. So, you know, had we had hot laps, we could have probably fixed this for the heat race, but we didn't get hot laps, and now we have one more heat race for him to, you know, one more heat race for him, or one more feature race to have him figure it out. But I feel bad for him. This kind of comes back on me, and I'm not okay with it. So we'll just see what we have to do for next week, or if he's gonna race, or whatever the deal is.
So while Cody's trying to figure out what he's going to do at the setup, Marcus is out here fixing a few things, it looks like. Oh yeah.
Give that a few minutes. That's still pretty warm.
You need to wait a few minutes. So that's it. Did it come loose?
No, it broke.
Oh,
They're tack welded on there. So.
And what is that?
It's only 2 races old. That's how we fill the radiators with water.
Okay. Oh, that's that like overflow thing
Yeah, it's the overflow, yeah.
that Cody's talked about before that Tim used to use on his race cars. So, as Marcus told you, it broke right off the weld. So.
That's 2 races old. Oh, that would have been the 3rd race on it.
Third race.
Race weekend on it.
Leland Springs, or what?
Let's leave the springs.
Okay, leave the springs.
Take turns on that thing.
Okay. So, okay, then kind of do what Jake was saying. Let's have that conversation about the rear steer.
Okay, I just don't want to make it too loose.
Okay. So, I understand that.
Huh? We haven't had that issue yet.
No, we don't. But, so, he said, this is how he explained it. So you're going to take those turns, if it bottoms out the right front, you take those turns out, collapse that back down. You know, there's no traction in the track. He still wants you to put 2 turns of rear steer in the car. 1 turn is an 1/8 inch, so that's a 1/4 inch. You do that, and he said it's going to turn the car, and it's going to take the weight off the right front a little bit sooner. So it'll still plant the right front, but it'll get the weight to the right rear a little bit sooner, and that way it's not all on the right front.
Okay, let's just do what he says and see what it does. That's all we can do.
Okay. And then we have just little minor deals to mess with. I mean, if there's going to be a heavy cushion, obviously I'm going to put the turn in the right front. I'm just going to do it because I know what it does.
Okay.
There's little things like that, and then stagger, so on, run that right rear rim with the spacer.
No. Oh, you gonna put that other one in?
Yeah, the other one, not the heat race one, the other one. With this.
No.
Yeah, the one that we've been running.
Yeah.
And then stagger.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
that's fine. That
because
might compensate for that.
But
Might compensate.
he's saying when a car rotates, it's gonna get off the right front sooner, so they'll plant the right front, but it's gonna get to the right rear and turn. That's his whole thing. So I'll go back there, I'll take those turns out, and I'll put turns in there,
Okay.
and we'll leave
With the standard rim on now, right?
We have the standard on.
No.
It looks like Tim redrew 8th, so 4th row outside. 10th. Oh, sorry. Okay, 10th.
Wisconsin graduate.
No, because I was.
Groundmacher.
It was kind of in the middle, and I counted these rows, and it's really. So we're gonna go green next time. Okay, so Tim was tagged with that caution. So he's going to restart at the tail. on single
I
file.
wish they wouldn't have either.
It would have been interesting to see how you could have done, because you finished 9th.
Well, had you not taken Jason out, you probably would have got a top 5 because you were moving still.
Yeah, I think so too, possibly.
And honestly, when that 13 went to the outside and you start diving the track, well, he went to the bottom and you followed him and he moved up and he actually was catching people, and I don't think he was running it right. And when you found the line on the bottom where you could just come in
Well,
hard,
he kept pinching.
yeah, no, it was a lot better. I know people that are gonna watch this video and they're gonna say it hits everything. Well, you know what? It's a lot easier to stand from in your TV or watch from your TV
Well,
or stand in the stand.
The one that yeah, you can say I hit everything. The one I did hit was Jason, 31, and yeah, I hit him. I come in there. They were just going slower than
Well, and
I was like,
just
Edith
sucks.
Kyle, the guy that we know really, really well.
We all-
He's literally
hey,
parked right here.
And you know what, Cody? We all said, oh, good thing we're not all standing by Cody right now.
You know what? I've been really good tonight,
that.
and I wasn't even mad.
She said otherwise. She stood by you during your dad's heat race and said you were a nervous wreck.
I was nervous, but I'm not cussing.
No, she just said you were
Oh.
a nervous wreck.
But that second wreck I was in, there was nothing I could do.
No, we get it. Amber's like, let me see the camera. Oh yeah.
When you hit Jason.
No, the second car. I don't know who the.
Well, that one
Brandon
talking.
Neal spun out.
I don't know who
Yeah,
it was,
he
but I
spun
couldn't
out.
miss him.
No, we're talking about when you hit
When
Jason.
you hit Jason.
Oh, I hit him.
They're like, did he do it? And I was like, I think so. I looked at Marcus and I said, did
definitely
Tim do
did.
that? And he's like, I don't know. I said, give me the camera. I looked at it and Marcus and I are both like, yeah, Tim.
He did
Tim
it.
did that.
He did it. Well, let me get change that. Come on in here. See what you did.
That isn't what I did. That's what you did to me. That's what happens when you run into somebody wide open.
You're right. I'm surprised I
There's
could.
3 pedals in the car.
I'm surprised I could push
Gas,
you that far when you had your
clutch,
parking brake on.
the brake.
It's okay, I got it on video.
We did too. Amber's like, he went right in. Yeah, when you come in the corner and everybody else slow, you can.
I did. I really did.
What about editing? What about the wrecking ball? Isn't that a song? I came in like a wrecking ball.
Do a little Miley Cyrus.
Okay. You should, the next video you should put that in there.
Well,
Nobody else touched you.
you did. Right here.
Oh, I did. You should do the video.
I loved it.
Isn't that your front bumper?
It is.
Yeah.
And hit your back bumper.
Well, look at the 68 car when he turned. I'm so sorry, I don't even know this girl. You had to witness Tim crash into people up there. She's gonna be scarred for life. So you don't have any brakes or what?
I do have brakes,
Okay.
but they don't work as good as yours, obviously.
Oh Lord.
Poor guy. He saw me and just come on.
No, all right, so that's gonna wrap up this week's video. Obviously, you guys got to see Timmy Boy do Timmy Boy work. So take us through.
Well, I hit the guy. I had a really good start. I was past couple cars going on the front stretch on that restart, and went to go low, and I went in wide open, and I didn't recognize that something was going on up there, and they weren't going as fast as I was, and I couldn't stop in time, and I rear-ended them really hard.
Pasted him.
Yeah, you can see.
I pasted them. I
Yep.
sure did. It wasn't intentional, but and you can make excuses all day long, but I hit them. And I went to the back and paid for it, so. But I got back up there. And the funny thing, it's not funny, Jason doesn't think it's funny. But we worked together, our boss. He got put to the back and I still passed him, so.
Well, actually, you had a car together and you taught him, because he wanted to learn how to race. And you taught him how to race.
Well, you see how well that, I'm a horrible teacher. See how well that's worked. Haha, Jason.
Yeah.
Either way. So, are you done after this?
Well, the body's coming off. This is the last night we're going to use it. Cody's putting the body, this is the brand new body on there. And you kind of figure some stuff like this would happen. I haven't raced really in a while and have never raced his car. So we've been kind of chasing. I think we actually got it pretty close tonight. The car was actually pretty good. It's too bad that I screwed it up. Well, I mean, we're probably getting a bunch of nasty comments say the old man can't see, the old man can't stop, the old man can't this and what, which is all fine. It's all part of racing. I've been whatever.
Yeah, they're
it's
gonna
fine.
say it, but it is.
And I hit him, but I didn't invent it, and I am not the last person to invent something like this. It's not a race.
All right. As always, be sure to like this video, comment below, tell us how you think the old man did. You guys want a front bumper?